How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Jose, TheNYCGeek, aka TeamG, aka your Elden Lord, aka the one who sit the throne today, aka your Tribal Chief, aka the guy who just finished watching House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 2. I don't even know what the name of this episode was, but hot damn, because HBO has this thing where they just, when they put the episode out, they don't put the title for it immediately. But man, yo, this episode, I'm laughing because there's something in my head that I just sent out on Twitter. But yo, this show is fire. Let me start it off with that. And I don't mean dragons burning stuff down. I took some notes here. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk a little bit about it, but without going into spoilers just yet, because we are going to go into spoilers when I break down the episode. This show is phenomenal. I cannot stress it enough, right? Dude, you could put everything together. The costumes, the story, all of that, right? The narrative, everything. The pacing, all of it, top notch. But what kills me and what puts this show above anything for me is the acting, man. The acting on this show cannot be understated. Holy crap. There are scenes where they pull you in and you're like, oh my God, you just got to stop and just be quiet. And you're like, damn, man, this is acting at its finest. This is the craft the way it should be done. The dialogue. Whew. I'm telling you, man, I put a note here. I'm like, this dialogue, this acting, how can anything compare? I put this on my notes. How can any show, how can the Acolyte or Rings of Power even compare? So we're going to go into it because that's, if you have not started to watch this, please, if you are into fantasy, if you are into intrigue, if you're into just damn good storytelling, maybe those aren't your normal cup of tea. I cannot recommend this show enough. You're taking it from someone who loves the fantasy genre. When George Martin, as much as I dislike the man, when this guy is at his peak, his stuff is so well to translate over, right? And it's not only him, because you can write a great story. That doesn't mean it's gonna come out well on screen. But everybody here just nails it, man. I always say, I feel like I'm a broken record right now because I always am saying how the acting's top notch, the set pieces, the costumes, the music, everything. But this episode just continues. We just started last week. We saw the kind of reintroduction of characters and the story beats from the ending of season 1, translating into season 2, because it only looks like it's only been a few days, maybe a few weeks, if that. And we were seeing how kind of the pieces are moving together for this grand war. And it ended with this horrific scene of, King Aegon's son being killed by assassins that Daemon sent over. Now we're getting to see the aftermath. And let me tell you, there is a lot of aftermath. There is no chance for any type of peace. If there ever was one, it's all gone. So let's just go right into breaking it down. This is your spoiler warning. We're going into the episode because I've got notes here. I love this, man. This show was just phenomenal. So let's just go into it. Let's hit this up. So we're starting off. Let me have the volume off because obviously I don't want that copyright stuff. This starting scene right here, though, I wanna highlight because I love this starting scene right here. You see her running you see this like chambermaid running with the bloody sheet from where Aegon's son was killed. I think his name was Jaehaerys, I believe. I don't want to improperly name a character because that's the problem with all these Targaryens, right? They keep all repeating the same names. But this scene, I love this starting scene, right? And there's and I'm gonna play it a little bit. I don't want to put the music on. I'll put the music on briefly so you can hear it. But you know what? No, let me not put that music on because let's hold on. I'll put it on very briefly, right? But I don't want to get copyright struck or anything like that. But I'm gonna put it on briefly for you. Okay, hold on. And y'all, I don't actually. Oh wait, it's on mute. Sorry about that. Damn, having a old man moment. beautiful moment, right? It's harrowing. And I want you to see they've got the castle. The guards are pulling everybody. They're going back and forth. It's the hysteria of trying to round up, because this is a monumental event. They are just with this first this is obviously the intro and all that. But just with 10 seconds, they have captured what chaos it must be, right? After an assassination of this level. This wasn't a random character killed in the castle. This is the crown prince. This is the heir. This is the heir to the throne. And it's just, you see it right there. I love this little shot right here. Everyone just getting kind of like thrown out of their bedrooms. Like, everybody get the fuck out. Get them out here. Let's see if I could just get back to that shot right there. Let me just mute this though. Right here, look at this shot. Everyone's being rounded up. They've got hounds, smelling to see what they can find out. And this shot right here, look. They're emptying out the castle because they're going to get to the bottom of this. This is phenomenal. This is just 30 seconds has shown hysteria, and it's so well done, man. And then this piece of shit right here. Let me tell you something. I love this actor, man, because he every time he comes on screen, I get fucking mad, man. I get so angry whenever I see Sir Kristen Cole. I want to lose my mind. I want nothing. I don't know anything about what happens in the book. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens to these characters, but I want nothing but ill will and poor things to happen to Sir Kristen Cole. I hate him and I hate Allison. So anyway, let's go. We're gonna fast forward a little bit, and we're just seeing. I love this shot right here, right? I'm sorry, and I skipped a little bit. It's Aegon destroying his father's model, like the model piece that he had of King's Landing and all that. And I think me personally, I saw it as a very cool symbolic scene, right? It's him. He's destroying like his father's, not legacy. I don't want to say it like that, but in a way it kind of is, right? His father, for all the ineptitude that people say about King Viserys, he kept peace in the realm, right? He may not have been the most strongest of kings in the opinion of characters like Daemon and the sort, but he kept the realm from going crazy. Okay, that's all the small folk want, right? Could he have been tougher? Could he have declared his claim for his heir far more with a sterner hand? And yes, he could have. Of course, we also have to take into account the guy had that crippling disease that racked his body, and these vultures, the high towers, they preyed upon that. But Viserys tried his best to keep peace. And this shot here, not that I'm blaming Aegon, right? I'm not saying that Aegon's at fault for wrecking this. He's angry. Obviously, his son has just been murdered. But this is such a symbolic shot of him destroying this and just losing his mind. And he's just going crazy. And you can just see it. That dude, such a good shot. Hold on, let me just bring it back over here. I'm sorry, I'm so hyped up into this here. See, like he's just destroying the model. This was war. I declare war. And he's not talking about the card game, but this is just such a great shot. We've got Aemond doing a little bit of a investigation, and he finds a coin. And I'm guessing that when he finds that coin, he's able to tell that these because this is a golden. Was it a golden dragon? Let's see what it is. Let's see exactly what he finds here, because I'm pretty sure it was a. Let's see. Yeah, it's a gold coin. Now, I don't know what that is. My guess is he's probably thinking, dude, a gold coin just out of nowhere, or is that a pin for somebody? I don't know. I don't know, man. Aemond is Aemond, right? He's on his own. He's doing his own thing this episode. He's not really highlighted too much. Here you've got Alicent just being like, heartbroken as to what happens, and a little bit of Otto. You feel for Otto at one point in this, but he is such a masterpiece of shit, man. Let me tell you, he is just a colossal piece of shit. And because and I'm gonna say why I think Otto's a piece of shit, because what he seizes upon at some Tywin level, it's genius level stuff, right? But it's also, man, what a fucking scumbag. This dude, you wonder if he sees anybody as human or if he sees everybody as just pawns. So Aegon is losing his shit. He's understandably upset. His son was just murdered, and you feel for him, right? Because there's a scene here that I love right now. Let's just get to this shot right here where he says, "My son is my legacy," and he accuses. He tells him, he's like, "Where the hell were you, Sir Kristen Cole?" Yep, yo, I love this shit because and the guilt that she has, dude. Let me I want y'all to pay attention. Put a pin on this. I just said the guilt that she has, right? Look what she does later on, man, because she's just trash. I hate Allison. I hate Allison too. Her and Cole, man, I want nothing but ill will to the two of them. But Aegon's losing his mind. He's accusing everybody. He's pissed off. Larys says he's found the guard, the guy who in the book is called Blood, and he's found that I don't think they ever name him here. I don't think he was named. He's just the sergeant of the gold cloak that Daemon enlisted to kill Aemon. But look at what Otto proposes here. He's okay. Aegon at first wants to be like, look, man, I don't want people to see us as weak. I don't want people to know how weak the throne is. And obviously, Otto is going to play against his vulnerabilities, his and whatnot. But look at what I wish I had saved the time stamp here for it, because Otto says that he wants to. Wait, here we go. There we go. This is a shot right here, okay? Otto's proposes to bring his grandson, Aegon's son, through the streets so that people can see this, so that Rhaenyra can lose the love of not just the small folk, but once it spreads out through the realm, for the lords to be like, holy shit, this woman killed a child in their bed. Daemon, as per usual, doesn't think. He just flies off the handle, doesn't ponder the consequences of his actions. For all his goddamn, there's a great quote that I can think of. For all of his, he has a certain cunning, but he doesn't have wisdom behind it. But anyway, Rhaenyra is gonna suffer from this, and Otto knows. He's like, dude, if we play this right, we can play the sympathy card. We can get people to feel for us. We could get the small folk to hate Rhaenyra because they could look at her as like a kinslayer, a murderer of children, and we can get the High Lords to be like, holy shit, we can't support her now. Now we definitely can't back her up because they're going to think we're backing that kind of shit up. But Aegon, and this is where I truly felt for Aegon this entire episode, because there's another scene that actually was hard, man. Aegon's like, no, dude, you are not. He's adamant. He's like, I will look what he says there. This is not, because he says this is not an Aegon. Oh, I want to catch it just right for y'all, and I'm sorry that I had to keep going back for it. Hold on, let me put that, because I want you to hear this actor. This guy's nailing it, man.
Will not have little son's body dragged to the street, dead dog. God.
You hear that? I'm going to put that again, because I need you guys to hear the emotion in his voice, the quivering, the trembling in his tone when he tells Otto right here. Hold on.
King. No. Will not have little son's body dragged to the street, dead dog. God.
You hear that? That's acting, people. I want y'all to understand that is acting. That's fucking top notch. But it also speaks to the character too, right? Aegon, we saw Aegon as a rapist piece of shit in the first season because he sexually assaulted that chambermaid, and he was just sending his bastards off. But there is a shred of humanity in there. He genuinely loved his son, cared about his son, and he you can feel his pain. He's not thinking about, like, he gets snapped back from that fire and fury to being like, no, you're not gonna take my little son's body and drag him through the street like a dead dog. Dude, that line is that's top. That's acting. That's dialogue. That's something that the Acolyte couldn't even muster on its, give the Acolyte $300 million budget, and it couldn't even it couldn't even lick the boots off of what's being done on this show. It doesn't even deserve to be on this. It doesn't even deserve to be aired in the same year as House of the Dragon, okay? Anyway, Otto is manipulating him, and they end up doing this. They do end up, he starts toying with him and being like, not toying with him. Otto is not wrong. I get where he's coming from. It's a Tywin level move, but there is no humanity in that decision, in that move, right? In that play. It's cold-blooded, man. It's cold-blooded, but it is going to work. It is going to work. And it's not just, let me also, I've been praising Aegon. I want to praise everybody on the show. Everybody. Otto, Allison's actress. Man, she's so good. I don't like her character, but goddamn is she good, man. And Helena, this episode, I mean, just she's playing she's losing her mind, right? But she's drowned with grief, but she also at the same time, she doesn't want to be out there. She doesn't want to be made into a spectacle. But you know, Otto gives his daughter the hard part of like, you're gonna have to do this, man. You have to do this. So they end up walking, and I'm not gonna go through the whole episode, right? Because then I'll be here like an hour, and I'm trying to keep this video a little short. I gotta get sleep. But they end up bringing, and actually this is a good shot right here. Look, they end up bringing little Jaehaerys's body, and dude, they even show like the Silent Sisters put his body, and they show the little kid, and he has his head reattached because they killed they found the guard who had the little boy's head, and they had to re-stitch it back up. So everyone's seeing this, right? Everyone's seeing this little boy who just got his head chopped off. And, you know, they're going through and they're mourning and they're throwing their flowers. And there is a little bit of action. I'll say that towards the end, but this just goes to show, I just want to say, this highlights how you don't need action. I don't need tons of choreography and fighting and lightsabers and all that garbage. Give me good character interaction. Give me great dialogue. Give me a great story. This is all I need. People are going to be riveted because of this. They already are. They were first season. They are now. I'm sure of it. So, anyway, I just want to just stress how a funeral procession is more drama than we got in anything of the Acolyte so far. And I'm going to put it, it is a good base. We have to compare it to the Acolyte. We have to compare it to Rings of Power. We have to compare it to these big shows because these shows have multi-$100 million budgets, right? Multi-$100 million budgets. They are direct competitors to HBO, Amazon, Disney Plus. These are streaming shows that are trying to put out their best to compete with this, and they don't have a goddamn shot. They don't have a prayer in hell. So, let me just skip ahead a little bit. And we, Rhaenyra, I'll show this briefly. I'll show this shot briefly because this is my next, one of my next notes that I have here. And this is Rhaenyra's counsel. And she's talking to them and she's like, dude, I didn't do this. I had nothing to do with this, right? It's not me. And no one believes her. No one believes her because Daemon has weakened her position. It's like this gentleman here says, he has damaged our position is immeasurable. Or the damage to our position is immeasurable. And Damon's just sitting there like the cat that just ate the canary, man. Dude, this man knows no shame. He knows no goddamn shame. And Rhaenyra, look, you saw that little side eye he just gave her. Wait, look at this. Look at this little side eye. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can pause it right there. Look at this little side eye he does. He's so horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Daemon is an agent of chaos. He's an agent of chaos. There's nothing but rage in him. It's rage that he's been passed over. He was passed over by Viserys. He hated Otto. He just always had this this hatred in him, and he's just lets it out any chance he gets. And Rhaenyra has a great line that I love that she says later. I can't show y'all the entire exchange, but she has an exchange with him. They have a fight right here. She tells him like, dude, what the, because he ends up telling her like, yeah, I did it. And she's like, bro, you have hurt me. I'll put a little bit of this on because again, I don't want to get copyright struck, but
My ability,
woo,
my stand among my own counsel.
and dude, I said no. Like he's like, I didn't tell them to kill the kid, right? I didn't tell them to kill the little kid. This is where the argument for all these Star Wars defenders, those Acolyte people, those Acolyte, consumers, falls flat because they talk about how, oh, you just don't like women-led shows. What are you talking about? Women-led shows. I enjoyed the shit out of Fallout. I said it in my review how much I loved Lucy. Lucy was my favorite damn character. Her and the ghoul. Was Fallout perfect? No. And upon going back, I can see a lot of flaws that, and maybe I was just so happy to see an adaptation for Fallout. I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the shit out of it. And there's a lot of great things about Fallout. But you know what was one of the best things about Fallout? To me, Lucy. And she's a woman. You know what's one of the best things about this show? Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is my fucking favorite character. Viserys, King Viserys was my first favorite character, but obviously he's passed. But Rhaenyra is my second favorite character, and now she's my number one favorite character when Viserys passed. I love her. Dude, this is a show with two female leads. Alicent and Rhaenyra are the two main characters, really, of this show. They're the ones constantly on posters. For goodness sake, on all of the advertising, it's them two. You see people bitching about it being female-led? No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with it being women. So this is where, like I said, all their arguments fall flat. And Daemon and Rhaenyra just have just an argument here. They're just fighting, and she's so. Oh, here it is. This is the line that I wanted to put on. Let me just put this on for y'all real quick. My throne, Daemon. I had to cut it off here. Okay, because Daemon is again furious. He's like, oh, they took my brother's throne and Otto Hightower. And she's like, dude, my throne, Daemon. And I even put this here. I said, damn. I said, this dialogue, I'm telling you, this was the scene. Cause I put, Rhaenyra is struggling cause this is killing her claim now. This dialogue, this acting, like I put it right after because this scene is top notch, man. This show kills it.
Damon.
Right there. Mine. And I have to pause it here and there, right? Because obviously, like I keep saying, but you can see where this is the line that I was saying about Daemon having that anger in him, that darkness, and he just lets it out. And she says something here so well. Look at that costume, by the way. God damn, that's a dope ass costume. Dude, look at these. Look at the food, man. Look at the candles. Look at the bed. This show has such an attention to detail. I know that's a strange thing to focus on, but the set pieces, man, look at these set pieces. But she's telling him like, dude, you are so scorched earth. You're burning my claim. You're killing my side too. What the hell, bro?
Not on my way even now to Harrenhal. Raise an army in your name, Rhaenyra. Yours.
Yo, this is, dude, I'm telling you, man, you could watch this show I'm sorry, right? I got a little quiet there. You could fucking watch this show just for these two. Oh my God, I love this goddamn show. Anyway, so yeah, they're arguing, and by the end of this, Daemon does what Daemon does, and he just storms off as per usual. He just storms off, and he always is like running off, man. God damn it, Daemon. Like he's always running off when you need him. after he just started a fucking mess and left her with the colossal mess. So we see Damon flying off. I don't know where he's going. Is he going to Harrenhal? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. You have Sir Kristen Cole, and I'm not gonna. Sir Kristen Cole is just probably one of the worst pieces of shit I've seen in Game of Thrones, right? I put it here. I put it here. Cole is a colossal piece of shit. He is a colossal piece of shit. And this is the thing I was laughing about. I'm sorry. I want to touch on this later. Remember I told you to put a pin. I told you to put a pin on one thing earlier. I told you to put a pin on Alicent, right? And then I told you I want to put another pin on this whole twin here, right? Because Sir Kristen Cole, if you guys don't remember from this first season, or if you didn't watch the first season, this is the twin brother whose brother was in the Kingsguard as well with him. And that brother went to serve Rhaenyra while this one stayed loyal to Aegon. Now, Cole, being the scumbag that he is, and because he feels guilty, because what he feels is guilt and remorse and rage that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as a Kingsguard, instead of internalizing that, right, and reflecting upon himself and seeing that, man, it's me breaking my vows. No, he is a pure hypocritical scumbag who transfers it instead onto this guy and starts shitting on him and and accuses him basically of being a traitor to the crown, right? He's like, dude, who knows? How do we know that you didn't sell us out to your brother, right? Now, he convinces him, I'm not going to say it like I said, I'm not going to say on this whole scene, he convinces him to go to Dragonstone and pretend to be his brother and infiltrate. And we're going to get back to that because this is that second pin coming up. But he convinces him to go and attack and to go kill Rhaenyra. He's like, you want to prove yourself? You want to show that you have loyalty to the crown? You need to go and kill Rhaenyra and repent and atone. Like it's his fault that his brother went to the right side because Team Black is the right side. But we have some more. We have some scenes between some character development between Lucerys and not Lucerys, I'm sorry, Jacaerys and his fiance and Rhaenys and Corlys Velaryon and just some other characters, some other side characters. I'm not gonna go into, like I said, I don't want to go and spend some time. We have some interactions with Rhaenyra and the White Worm, which is important later on. But like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on all this stuff because now here is a huge part. Those people hanging, those are the rat catchers. This man, Aegon, killed all of the rat catchers that were in the employ of the king. So to kill one innocent man, to kill one guilty man, he killed however many dozens of innocent people and then strung up their bodies so that everyone can see. And this immediately backfires because all the good grace that Aegon may have gotten, not through, or should I say that Team Green, that the crown and the High Towers may have earned through parading little Jaehaerys' body about, they lost it all because these were, like Otto says later, these were fathers, these were brothers, these were sons, and you ruined it. You took that and you destroyed whatever good great. Look, he calls him an idiot. And Sir Kristen goes like, be clear how you speak to your king. Shut the fuck up, Cole.
The king is my grandson, and my grandson is a fool.
Woo! He's like, dude, shut up, Cole. You are an upstart commoner who, you're fortunate that you had a good duel and that Daemon got cocky in that tourney because your ass would have been dead.
Fool. He's murdered innocent men.
Here, right there, and one guilty one, and for this, and look, I get it, it's wrong. I can also understand Aegon's fury, but he's wrong in what he did, obviously, for more than just the political reasons that Otto's concerned. Ooh, and hang them from the walls for all the city to see. So anyway, this escalates, and Otto is stripped of his title as the hand, especially when he finds out what Sir Kristen Cole has done by sending one of Sir Eric to go slay Rhaenyra. He's like, you fucking idiot. How stupid can you be? He's like, I'm looking at dumber and dumber right here, the two of you. So it's just it's and this is actually I want to touch this scene real quick. Otto's still in this great scene of Otto and Cole and Aegon, and Otto says, do you ever think of your father? You ever think of your father, his forbearance, his judiciousness? And you start to see that maybe Otto realizes, God damn, man, we actually had a goddamn good king. And I've been saying it, right? I've been saying that King Viserys was a good king. Dude, I've gotten into arguments with people on Twitter about this. They're like, he was a terrible king. Dude, was he out there like starting wars? Was he? No. What happens after? What happens after? People still have fucking free will, okay? Alicent and Otto started this war. It wasn't Viserys. It was Otto and Alicent. He clearly has claimed, this is my heir, and these two went to seize power, okay? And now Otto realizes, holy shit, I put a very dangerous person on the throne that I cannot control the way I thought I was gonna, because that's what Otto wanted. Otto wanted another puppet that he could pull the strings behind and control. And he realizes this isn't a hurt Viserys who's crippled and can no longer even walk. This is a very young and very full of fire King Aegon, who you have put on the throne. So anyway, we get through that. He loses. That's where he tells him, he's like, remove your pin. Give me that little shiny hand pin you got there. Give me that. Takes it from him and he puts it on Sir Kristen Cole, which is, oh boy, what a dope. I'm sure this will really help Team Green right now. Anyway, fast forward. This is like I said, the twin is infiltrating. We're getting towards the end of this real quick. He starts to infiltrate, and the White Worm, he sees he was just escorted by his brother. So when she sees him coming off a ship, he knows, oh shit. Let me give them a warning because shit's about to go down. And he does. He goes over. He basically infiltrates. This whole last scene is him infiltrating. He gets here. I can't show you the whole stuff. I'm sorry, guys. But he tries to kill Rhaenyra, and there is a fight. There's a fight between the twins, and it ends like this. I'll show you the ending. That's Rhaenyra's twin, and he ends up killing his brother. And it's crazy, right? Because I put a note here. I put a very important note. Hold on. I can show you the very end. Like, look at this. This scene right here, man, this was a good fight too. There was drama, there's emotion, because these two brothers, they say it constantly. They're like, dude, we were two souls in one body. We are one. And to have to kill his own twin because of this war that's been started and they've been divided this is such a great analogy. It's a perfect showing of, remember how I said what happened earlier with Aegon destroying the model set is a perfect shot of him destroying his father's legacy and probably bringing ruin to King's Landing. This is a great shot because right here we are starting to see what this war is really going to be about. It's going to be brother versus brother. It's going to be families versus family. This is such a great precursor to what's ahead in this war. And he tells Rhaenyra, and she finds out that because right now there's a great moment because there's another Kingsguard who's there, and he's like, who's the real one? Who's the one that's on our side? And she's just like, dude, I don't know, man. They've been fucking fighting each other. I'm trying not to get stabbed. How am I supposed to keep track of this? But he finds out that that's the real one because look at this. He goes, Your Grace. And he ends it right here. She's like, forgive me. Ooh, oh my God. The dude offs himself, man. Damn. Offs himself. And this is the thing that I wasn't laughing at this, but I was laughing at I was laughing at this part because I said Damn, even House of the Dragon does the Battle of the Twins better than the Acolyte. They can't even give the Acolyte the the opportunity to say, well, at least our show has two twins that are fighting each other. Nah, man. House of Dragon's like, we're taking that too. That's gonna be ours. What? Give us your lunch money, you piece of shit show, Disney, because you guys suck. We can do it better. In one episode, they put more drama, more tension, more emotion than in 2 hours and 4 episodes worth of freaking The Acolyte. I'm just gonna put it at that. If that's not the ultimate slap to the face to The Acolyte, I don't know what else can be. Anyway, we're gonna end it with one final scene here that I really would like to see if I could find. Because I thought this was honestly one of this right here. This was the final little touching scene that I really loved. And it's Allison and Aegon, and she's kind of like she finds out from Otto that he has to go, and she stumbles upon Aegon, and he's by himself, and he's just crying. He's just crying. He is, and you can see how much he genuinely actually loved his son. He is mourning the loss of his son. And that's heartbreaking, man, because for all that you might not like Aegon for the many horrible things he's done and what a piece of shit he is, it still hurts to see a father lose their child, right? And this scene, dude, this shit is gripping right here. This scene had me sad because this is like she wants to go over there and comfort him, right? She wants to go over there and comfort him, but Allison is, in my opinion, Allison is just an awful, awful human. There was times where I felt pain for her at first during the first season. Now you don't. Now you don't, because there's one last scene, and that's from that first pin that I was telling you about, okay? Because at first you might think like, damn, man, I feel bad for her because she wants to maybe, comfort her son, but maybe she just feels awkward. She doesn't know if she can. But Aegon's there, crying and just, he's feeling terrible. But what does she do instead? She goes to Sir Kristen Cole so that they can get their Mac on. And that's how the episode ends. And I just was like, I hate you so much. I hate them so much. And it makes me wonder, did they plan this? Did they plan to manipulate Aegon? Did they plan to manipulate Otto? To get Otto out of there? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. This show, 2 episodes in, it's firing on all cylinders. There are so many pieces, so many questions. Again, I'm not a book reader. I haven't read Fire. I actually have it upstairs. I went out over the weekend, last weekend with my wife, and we went to Barnes and Nobles, and I said, you know what? I haven't done this in a while. Let me buy that book. Let me buy a book, not Forgotten Realms related. And I haven't read it because I want to wait for the show. But if I am correct, I've been told that I can read the first parts of it. So I might do that just so that I can enjoy some of the lore and just get familiar with a lot of the pre-characters for it. But anyway, yeah, this show's amazing, man. What else can I say? I felt like I've said it all, man. I've broken it down for y'all. Please, if you are not watching this show, and again, if you love this kind of stuff, you're missing out. You're missing out on the best show probably of the year. I'm just gonna go right now, unless something monumental shows up, because 2022, this was the best show in 2022, and we're about to have it again. I love it, man. I love it. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate this. This is right after we haven't watched it, but it will probably come out, I don't know, noon tomorrow. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Let me know your thoughts. Please no spoilers for me if you're a book reader, but let me know your thoughts. What do you think? What's happening? I want to know people's thoughts on this show, man, because I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. Please take care of yourselves. Spend some time with your loved ones. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and stay safe out there.